I'm going to take you over to Trump National, where you will learn about the organization Patriots Honor and see all of the great work they do. So we are out here again at Trump National Golf Club for the annual golf tournament. For people that don't know, Chad, tell us about Patriots Honor, what you do.
Patriots Honor is an organization that really tries to help veterans kind of reacclimate to society through all kinds of different activities, whether it be sport, their favorite activities, their hobbies. It's really something that we take personal because we know that a lot of veterans are struggling with coming back and spending time with their families and quality of life and things of that nature. So we really want them to try to reacclimate and re-engage with their family and their loved ones.
Well, how did this sort of come about? Why did you think this was so important?
Well, it was interesting. Our founders were actually on a golf course, much like today, and they saw a veteran out there swinging the clubs, and he was struggling a bit. And they kind of just chatted him up a little bit and asked him, if you could have some assistance, what would you like? And so that when they realized they were chatting with him, they realized that a lot of the veteran services that exist out there are really about maybe the injury that was sustained or, medical related stuff, but it's not really about quality of life and things that make us really happy, right? We all have hobbies, we all have things that we love to do, and we think it's important for veterans to be able to continue to do those things, even if they have an injury that maybe is making it a little less limited. The reality is like our star recipient Gustavo, who we're going to talk about today. He's a really avid fisherman. He really loves fishing. It really brings him a lot of peace, and it really helps him process his injury and feel really reconnected with his family and his friends. So,
Tell us a little bit about him and how you found him.
Brent, one of our founders, found him and his family. They're the nicest family, the most humblest family you're going to meet. Gustavo suffered a traumatic brain injury. His family, including his brother Hector, has now basically stopped everything he was doing in his personal life and professional life to take care of his brother. So we'll meet them later today and talk more about them. But he was somebody who just really wanted to start fishing again, and he doesn't know this, so we're going to present him with his gift, and it's going to be a really beautiful bass fishing boat, totally decked out, but also set up for him to be able to work around his injury and still feel like he's able to engage and participate in the really fun activity of fishing.
Now, do people suggest people? How does it work? Did they get in touch with you?
Everything is word of mouth. We really the interesting thing about this demographic of folk is veterans tend to be very proud people. They aren't asking for handouts. They aren't coming to us asking for money. The reality is usually we have to draw them out, and so it's usually word of mouth. It's usually one of our star recipients mentioning another candidate that they think would be a really good fit for our organization and the types of things that we do. So that's actually really how we do it. So we don't have an active roster or registration process or anything like that. It usually tends to be more word of mouth, and they're guys are proud in their own right, but veterans are just that much more proud, right, when they start talking about the need for services or things of that nature. So we try to really kind of downplay it and make it, it's not, you're not coming with your handout. We are trying to initiate and help you achieve a certain quality of life and spend some, more quality time with your friends and family.
And I know that in the past you've honored so many people, and it's really like a family. They've become a family now at Patriots Honor. Tell us about that.
Well, it's funny. Our star recipients they are our family, and we've made lifelong bonds that we all. I know I'm active on social media, much like yourself. I love being able to kind of pay it forward and share those really great stories, especially when they go and do really fun activities with the things that we are able to help get them. That is the neatest thing in the world. Like last year when we were down here, our star recipient, we were able to get him a really nice all-terrain vehicle, right, so that he could take his family camping and go do fun activities, and it was just so cool to see how the whole family light up, not just the star recipient, but the whole family is now re-engaged, and they're able to participate in activities together. And that's the part that just makes this fun, because we all have wives and kids and families that we really love and care about, and we want everyone to have that same experience and make those memories, right, because that's the only thing you get to take with you.
Well, I think that people sort of forget about that too, because it's not it's a nice to have, but I think it's a must have. Really, we need that.
Yeah, memories are important, and I think life experience is something that we want to make sure that we continue to engage in. Even if it's something as simple as going to a baseball game or going to a football game, those are things that are just forever imprinted on our brains. I remember going to games with my dad, and I just thought that was amazing. And so to be able to see a veteran pay that forward with their own children and their own families, and be able to go do fun things that make memories, that's amazing.
Now, tell us about how people can help and how they can donate to the charity.
Absolutely. The website is the fastest way to get money to us, www.patriotshonor.org. It's a great site. It's very mobile friendly, so you can go on there, you can donate. But also these events that we do throughout the year. We do lots of golf tournaments, roughly about 6 to 8 a year, up and down California, so Northern California, Southern California. But then we also have really fun events. Like 2 weeks ago, we had the wine and beer event here at Trump National. There's a lot of really cool events that we do like that. So I think we're going to be in Reno in about 2 weeks.
Okay.
That's going to be a fun one because that's where they have all the motorcycle crews going up there, and they have the cars and the really great events, and so that demographic tends to be very veteran friendly. So Reno Hot August Nights was another fun event that we've done in years past. So there's just all really great events, but the website's the best place to go, or our social media. Facebook is also a really good way to find us. Patriots Honor, you can't miss the logo. It's a really good way to find us.
And then your social media is?
I'm Chad Hodges, that dude Hodges. So that's how most people know me on Instagram, that dude Hodges. I like to have fun. I'm real active on LinkedIn as well because professionally I'm an IT guy, so I'm really active on LinkedIn. I've got about 15,000 connections, so that's kind of fun.
Yeah, you know what? I think that all of us have to be connected social media wise now.
Well, and the thing I like is it makes the world really small, right? I've traveled the world. Being in the military, I had the luxury of going to over 20 countries around the world, and I really enjoy the human experience. So being able to connect with people, social media really affords us the ability to do that, right? So I really enjoy your Instagram. It's always so much fun to see all the cool things that you're doing on IG, and all the cool people that you're meeting, and you're so humble about it too, by the way. I love that. So because I would get starstruck like every day. So I think it's really neat that you're doing that. So but yeah, being able to share other people's experiences is really the reason I like doing it, because I get to see all the cool things that people get to do around the world, and all the human experience that we get to enjoy as fellow humans. So
No, very
yeah.
true. And then talking about your star recipient, Gustavo, he's a local guy. Tell us more about him.
He is. He's in Moreno Valley, and he's just a fantastic guy. And his brother Hector, I'm really excited about having them both here for dinner tonight. They're going to be able to kind of share their story a little bit, and it is a traumatic story, so it's one that we want to be sensitive about. And if they're comfortable sharing with us, we'll let them share with the crowd tonight at the dinner. But yeah, they're just a great group, and I'm so glad that Brent was able to find Gustavo and Hector and the rest of the family. Matter of fact, they were just at Northrop Grumman I think about a week ago here in LA. Got to see some satellites that are going to be going into space that are like very futuristic stuff that we as humans on Earth are going to get to reap the benefits of, and they got a first eye view of it, which is really neat. So and Northrop's been a tremendous supporter of Patriots Honor as well in years past. So
Well, getting people back to life is so important, and Patriots Honor does an amazing job.
Yep. Thank you very much. I mean, we got a great organization. We're all volunteer. 100% of the dollar that we collect goes right back to our veterans and our star recipients. We don't keep any of it except for operational costs. So we don't have any payroll to pay, and it's just all volunteer. So it's pretty exciting.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Lastly, how's your golf game?
My golf game is very weak right now. I have only played in tournaments for the last 2 years because I had a knee injury, so I have not been very active.
Excuses, excuses, excuses.
I want to keep it under 100. I'll be happy.